Right by you. What did you lotion it now? Hmm? Why are you lotioning it now? Hmm? Oh, shit. Lotioning just got dropped. Lotioning just got dropped. All I am is alone. Lotioning just got dropped. Pick that card.
It's week 16 of the 2033 season. And coming up next is the Commanders' versatile linebacker, whose season total sits at 61 tackles coming into this one. It's the Commanders and the Chargers coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And a very Merry Christmas to you and yours on this special day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas to you, buddy. And I know both of us kind of feel the same way. If you're not going to be home with your family, celebrating with the ones you love, this is a pretty good second place. I think when you find out you're going to be not only calling or playing the only game in town, national holiday, everyone's home with their families watching you, and in our case, listening to us, it's a pretty special honor, and I'm happy to be here alongside you, partner.
We hope you've had a great and Merry Christmas. And time to add one more gift under the tree. Off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. He does that. He's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Look him up on a second down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Now, faking the give. The throw on the run is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down, the Chargers.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will take over possession here at the 44.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
The NFL, Mike, is you expect to come out and have your A game each and every week. And certainly that's ideal, but can you win when you don't have your best stuff? And I think that's what we saw from this quarterback last week. The best thing he did was just continue to battle, continue to make just enough plays, even though he had some struggles. The biggest thing is, while he continues to improve, what a confidence boost for this entire team, knowing that even if their quarterback doesn't have his best stuff, they can still play winning football.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll stick with him again. Good blocking to the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Washington. And that rushing touchdown number 28 on the year. A remarkable number. He draws level with the Hall of Famer, LaDainian Tomlinson, for the most rushing TDs in an NFL season. An extra point attempt to follow. He knocks it through, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The PAT, up and good. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
He'll go right and find his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Slot receiver headed right. He's got room. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And this is taken in by the defense.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Chargers going to call on the field goal unit now. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Chargers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He has played well all season long, entering this final stretch of games in December and January as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets to the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They motion the slot man left. They'll look to throw again. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. His 6th touchdown now for the season. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll get this close to the 1st down marker, taken down just shy at the 38. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. He's got the open man. That's McConkey.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Third and long. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
The Commanders' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Commanders about to send this one away. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and taken. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Look wide. Get this one complete. The defense plays it beautifully on that one. They knock them back to the 7. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Here's the punter now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crowd. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
A throw right side is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football at their own 23.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down. He's got this up to the 35.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Chargers first down.
They'll stay on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
They'll try to hit him with a screen.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's taken at about the 14. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 74 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Point after, coming up here. He's got it. And the Commanders stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 2nd and 11. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. Here's their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They send a receiver in motion left. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
A tight end in motion now. Now, faking the give. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Back to the air one more time. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. The Commanders will signal for the 1st of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, But then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
This one complete right side. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Washington. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kick is good. This just makes the score. Commanders 38.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing now from the gun. That's complete there to James. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. To the air now on 1st and 10. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Out of the gun. He'll throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds. And he stopped the clock as well. They'll look to throw again. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Eagles who were able to swoop in and get the road victory. The Eagles, with the victory, give themselves a chance at an above 500 season as they move to 7-8 with 2 games to go. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. The Raiders locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Saints up their mark to 12-3, and now it's all about staying healthy for a Super Bowl run. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. They'll look to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
This receiver went a long way to catch this ball. He started all the way out on the left side of the formation. And look where he catches it, Mike. He's all the way on the right side of the field. He just continued to work through those open zones, eventually found one, and the quarterback was able to put it on him for a nice gain.
On play action, he'll set up to throw.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
McBride is the motion man. A run on first and goal to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. He'll look to throw. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Commanders will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a give up the middle. Whoa! And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The extra point, up and good. And the Commanders will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
And they'll take this down inside with 35.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The 26-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to... Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Moving the tight end right. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Got his man at the 6. He is in. Touchdown, Washington. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Commanders add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. To the ground, a 1st down run. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Man in motion, heading left. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll have a Commander's first down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Now, faking the give. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll try to set up the screen here. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. 3rd and long. There's that man again. Another catch.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Day. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Quick throw, taken in. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. This one finds McConkey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw yet again. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He's got space inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Commanders. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The kick is good.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now this looks like a design run, and nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Now he'll air one out, and he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The Commanders' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And it looks like they're going to get a 14th win on the season, cementing themselves as one of the favorites to win the whole thing. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Sending a receiver right. Now a give on the ground. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll look to throw. Crazy. Whoa. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Washington. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A record-setting TD. It's number 29 on the year, beating the Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson, who had 28 in his great season of 2006. That was the record. Now there's a new man on top. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Commanders stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Chargers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll drop to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. 18 yards on the pickup there, and the Chargers have the 1st down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 2nd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's out of bounds at the 5, and they're in business. It is first and goal. Back to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Commanders' offense. And their running back set to go once more. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. Tight end going in motion here. Up the middle they go. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. And it will be a very Merry Christmas indeed as they get the victory on this December night. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Okay, break! Go! Let's go! Okay, ready? Set, go! Ready up! Hut! Down! Ready, ready? Ready, ready! Set. Set. Ready! Hut, hut! On the ready! Ready! Let's go now! Ready? Set it! Go! Set! Set it! Ready? Set, go! Ready, set. Ready. Here we go, set, go. Let's go. Set up. Down. Set, go. Set. Ready. Hut. Let's go now. Ready, ready. Ready. Hut, hut. Set up. Ready. Set. Ready. On the set. Hut, hut. Here we go, here we go. Ha! Ready? Go! Ready, ready? Set, go! Come on, set! Set up! Set! Set, go! Got it, ready? Hut! Here we go, set! Ready, ready? Let's go! Hut, hut! Down! Ready? the double. Go.